What's up, guys? It's Nimanad back here with another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing a predictions video. I've been waiting to do this predictions video all week, but as you know, I do not like doing my predictions before both of the two brands had their final shows, or just one brand if it's just an NXT pay-per-view. But I like to do it the day of or the day before the pay-per-view. Today is the day of the pay-per-view. I am super excited for Survivor Series, even though it was not the kind of dream build-up I would have liked to have. Usually we have invasions, but due to COVID this year, there was no invasions. I wanted one, at least with one Survivor Series match, but at least we're having the pay-per-view. But we're just going to go down with our predictions. This is the slogan for this Survivor Series is the best of the best, even though it is brand supremacy or bragging rights, whatever you want to call it. And I am super excited to see these matches. Some of these matches are dream matches, even though we've seen them before, like Asuka and Sasha we've seen before, Sammy Lashley we've seen before. I think this is pretty good teams on both ends. Well, the Raw women's team doesn't really have a good team, but I think it's good. I think it's a good mix of people on a team, surprisingly. But let's get down with the predictions. There's speculation that on the kickoff show, there is going to be a dual branded battle royal. I do not know if that's true. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but if there is a dual branded battle royal, my prediction is that SmackDown walks away with the win. And if I think SmackDown walks away with the win, I think we have to think about the people on SmackDown. I think, honestly, Lars could walk away with the win, or Dominic Mysterio. I do not know, but I think SmackDown is winning that battle royal. Next up, we get on to the main show. As we know, every single Survivor Series starts off with the Women's Survivor Series match. So, Team Raw consists of Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lana, Lacey Evans, and Peyton Royce. And Team SmackDown consists of Bayley, Bianca Belair, Bianca Belair, Natalya, Ruby Riott, and Liv Morgan. Both teams are great. But I think this is one of the best SmackDown. I think this is one of the best women's teams that we've seen, and the best SmackDown women's team that we've seen. I mean, who really could you take out on the SmackDown women's team that could be eliminated? I mean, Ruby, maybe. Liv, maybe. Bianca, I feel like she's going to be the sole survivor. Bayley, I don't see her getting eliminated. Natalya, she's really good in Survivor Series matches. So I think this is going to be a great night for SmackDown women, because SmackDown women haven't got a win in the Survivor Series since it was brand against brand. They've always been on the losing end. But I think tonight, SmackDown finally gets their win. And the sole survivors for Team SmackDown are going to be Bayley, Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan. I don't see those women getting eliminated. Sorry, Natalya, Ruby, you didn't make the sole survivor list. But SmackDown's winning, and it is SmackDown 2, Raw 0. Next up, we move to our first champion versus champion match with the United States champion Bobby Lashley taking on the Intercontinental champion Sami Zayn. This match, I was surprised that the title didn't change hand to Apollo, because really heels versus heel matches don't really work and also the babyface versus babyface matches don't really work. So I wonder who is going to play the heel in this match. But my prediction is that Retribution will get involved in this match. I don't know if it's going to be the whole Retribution group or just Ali, but I think Retribution will get involved into this match. Bobby Lashley gets distracted. Sami Zayn walks away with the win, but I don't think it's going to be a clean win. I think he's going to put his feet on the rope or hook the tights or something. But I think Sami Zayn is going to win that match. And then that's going to continue the feud with Retribution and the Hurt Business. Retribution costs Bobby Lashley. SmackDown 3, Raw 0. Next up, we have our second champion versus champion match of the night. We have the Street Profits going up, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, going up against the Raw Tag Team Champions, the New Day. Sorry, I forgot who the Raw Tag Team Champions were for a second. But I think this is really gonna be a great match. I mean, all four of these men are great competitors. Both of these teams are similar in what they could do, but I don't know, it could be tough because Big E could get involved to help the Street Profits, but we could also see Big E get involved to hurt the New Day and actually cost them the loss. But I don't know if that could happen. I have really no idea who is going to win this match. This is like a toss-up for me, but if I had to pick one team, I'm going to have to give the New Day this win. I think the Street Profits are great tag team champions, but I think the New Day is walking away with this win. And if Big E gets involved, I think he's going to help the New Day, then hurt the New Day. New Day walks away with the win. SmackDown 3, Raw 1. So Raw's finally on the board. So next up we move to our third champion versus champion match. We have Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks versus the Raw Women's Champion Asuka. This match is going to be great. We've seen this match, I think, like 3 times before. This is their 4th match together. They've had 3 great matches before, and I think this match is going to be even better. Plus, even though the championships are not on the line, brand supremacy is on the line, so they want to fight for their brand. So I think this match is going to be great. I cannot wait to see this match tonight. I think both women are going to do great. My prediction, Asuka's walking away with the win. I think Sasha needs this win, though. Asuka needs this win. Sorry, I mixed that up. Asuka needs this win because Asuka really hasn't been doing anything with this Raw Women's Championship. I mean, she's beaten everybody on Raw, there's a rumor going around that Rhea Ripley will be showing up either tonight or on Monday Night Raw. Could we see Rhea Ripley challenge for Asuka's Raw Women's Championship, as Asuka wants an open challenge since she won her match, and then they go off on Monday Night Raw? And I think Sasha is only going to lose because Carmella is going to cost Sasha. I know there's been a lot of been a lot of, like, people going against their own people and costing their brand. I think that's going to happen a lot tonight. So, Carmella costs Sasha. Asuka wins. It's 3-2. SmackDown with 3. Raw with 2. Raw's catching up. Next up, we move to our second traditional Survivor Series match with Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, the men's turn. Now, for Team Raw, we have AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Braun Strowman, Sheamus, and who is the 5th member of Team Raw? I forgot the 5th member. AJ Styles, Sheamus, Braun, Keith Lee, and I forgot the 5th member. Oh, I should have wrote it down. I'll remember the 5th member eventually. But then we move on to Team SmackDown's men. We have Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Otis, Seth Rollins, and how am I forgetting these members? I can't remember this last member. Guys, I'm back. I looked it up. Sorry, I forgot. But the teams consist of Team SmackDown consists of Seth Rollins, Otis, King Corbin, Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens. And Team Raw consists of Matt Riddle, AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Braun Strowman, and Sheamus. Both teams look stacked with great competitors. Otis is the weakest link on Team SmackDown. We could have had Big E, but something happened with Big E, which makes Otis the just throwaway kind of person, like the person that, I don't know why they picked Otis. They could have picked somebody else. They could have picked Daniel Bryan, honestly. They could have picked Daniel Bryan to be on the team instead of Otis. But Otis is representing my brand, so I have to cheer for him. or have to root for him. Maybe he survives. I did not know. But I think both of these teams are great, but there can only be one winner. I think this is going to be, okay, so if it has to go against people. I think Seth and AJ go against each other. Then Corbin, Braun go against each other. Then Kevin Owens, Lee go against each other. No, Kevin Owens, Sheamus go against each other. Then Otis and Riddle go against each other. Otis and Riddle go against each other. And then Jay and... Who's left for Team Raw? Jay and Sheamus go against each other. Yes, Jay and Sheamus go against each other. I think those are going to be great matchups. But the Soul Survivors, I think Raw is picking up the win. Sorry, Team SmackDown. I think Raw is picking up the win in that Survivor Series match. And I think the Soul Survivors are going to be Keith Lee and Braun Strowman. And maybe we get to see the team of Keith Lee and Braun Strowman finally be a tag team. I think the Raw Tag Team Division needs tag teams. They only have the New Day right now. So I think Keith Lee, Braun Strowman are the Soul Survivors for Team Raw. SmackDown with 3, Raw with 3. Finally, they are tied with only one match left. So, the final match and the tiebreaker match is going to be the champion versus champion match with the WWE champion Drew McIntyre and the Universal champion Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief against the Scottish Psychopath. This match is going to be amazing. We've seen what these two men could do last year at WrestleMania with Drew McIntyre and Roman with Roman's return one-on-one match, and I think they're going to do great tonight. I cannot wait to see this match, but I think another crossover is going to happen. What is it called? Crossover is going to happen again, and I think Randy Orton is going to cost Drew McIntyre the match, which means Roman Reigns is going to win by disqualification, because I don't think any of these men can lose clean tonight. And I think to continue the feud with Drew and Orton, even though I think the feud is over, I think they still have a little bit more unsolved business to handle. So I think Drew McIntyre is going to get... Roman Reigns is going to win via disqualification due to Randy Orton costing Drew McIntyre the match. And I can't leave this out without saying tonight is the 30th celebration, 30-year celebration of The Undertaker. I can't believe it has been 30 years of The Undertaker. I started watching wrestling 10 years ago, and it was in like 2010, but I don't remember seeing The Undertaker on TV. The only time I started watching The Undertaker was like in 2013, when he was like 21-0. He still had the streak. He wasn't as much on television as he was, as he used to be. So I only got to see the kind of end of his career, but I've seen what he's done on the WWE Network, and he has had an incredible career. So I cannot wait to see what they do for The Undertaker tonight on Survivor Series. It's going to be a great night. I cannot wait for Survivor Series tonight. But that was my predictions. Leave your predictions down in the comment section below. I would love to watch them and comment on them and see how you guys think tonight is going to go down. But like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, champs. I can't believe I forgot this, but I also wanted to add this picture, because my dad was fortunate to meet The Undertaker in 2016, which was in Dallas, which I was surprised that he actually did a VIP, kind of, access thing, because he doesn't really do meet and greets. But I also I didn't get to meet him, but I also seen him in person through WrestleMania 31, 32, 33, 34. Didn't get to see him 35, but I saw him at WrestleManias 5 times in a row, which I was completely fortunate to do that. I also saw him the WrestleMania after WrestleMania 35, so it was kind of 6 times. And this is also a picture of the urn that my dad had him sign, which it was cool that we got to see that, and that we have an autograph for him before he retires. I do not know if this is the final time we'll ever see him in the WWE ring, because I feel like he's going to wrestle at WrestleMania next year. But I just want to say thank you for 30 incredible years, Undertaker, even though I was only able to see 10 of them actually. Tonight goes out to the Undertaker, and I hope they do a great send-off for him. Congratulations, Undertaker, on 30 years, even though you probably won't see this video.